Today, boys and girls, we will be discussing Pixeljunk Monsters 2. This is a tower defense game that will have you saying, where did the time go? I couldn't stop playing it. I couldn't put it down. In fact, when I'm done with this video, I'm going to play a little bit more. The first level eases you in. It's on fun difficulty. Then when you beat the fun difficulty, you get tricky difficulty. And like the title implies, it is tricky. You start with a wide array of towers, and you have many to unlock. For instance, the ice tower, and my favorite, the flamethrower tower. But your bread and butter is still going to be those arrow and cannon towers. Now you have 3 tiers of tower. You get ground, air, and all range mode. And there's this laser air gun that cuts through the enemies like a nice slice of butter. Once you get a few levels in, you're going to want to start developing those Tesla towers, because those guys really hurt the enemies. They're very effective against the ground units, like the spiders. Those spiders can be really fast. But even though the enemies get tougher, the beginner cannons still play a role in victory. Like, there's a variation of stone golem that is immune to the Tesla towers. But what gets them really good? You guessed it. The cannon towers. And the cannons tear through their meaty exteriors very nicely. There are many enemies to be had. Little foot soldier guys, little helicopter guys, fast hellbats, fast spiders, cannon immune spiders, stone golems. This game has an element of unpredictability about it, because just when you think you've mastered it, they throw a new element at you. Like, enemies start taking different routes that they weren't supposed to take. And then later on, they balloon enemies onto the field. That's why those arrows come in handy, because they can pop the balloons, get those enemies down to the ground where you can do some damage. And the final boss is the Tiki boss. This guy, you think he's just a big lumbering final boss, but after a few stages, he starts flying. He goes down a route where you didn't have any air cannons, so he just goes through this route without taking any damage because you have a bunch of ground towers and you thought that they were going to cover you. Then you gotta start the game over because it got to your chibis. Which brings me to the story. My interpretation of the story is that these Tiki people, they're getting away from their old ways, they're getting away from the old gods that they used to worship. Because you can level up your towers, and when you try and level up your towers, your main character stands right next to the towers, starts praying and dancing to the cannons and the other towers, like the Tesla tower. So I think that this is humanity getting away from our other gods and starting to praise technology. Technology and innovation are our new gods. We're getting away from our old gods, and the old gods don't like that. They want to bring us back, they want to corral us, they're trying to get us. While I love the animation, the gameplay, the music, the levels, the monsters, everything about this, there is one thing that I do not like about this game, and it is the loading times. The loading times are ridiculous. Sometimes I'll just put it down, let it load, go get myself a snack, go use the bathroom. These loading times are redonk, but then it does a little playthrough of the route the enemies are going to take. So, and it just keeps playing that on a loop. You don't have to worry about the game starting without you. I found this game on the great deals. It was like $6.59. But I saved up my Nintendo pennies, brought it down to $3. I'm wearing my Kirby shirt good. Ryu Hadouken shirt bad, Kirby shirt good. This game is amazing. Buy it, play it, love it as I do. This is Super Happy Fun Time saying, have a super happy fun time day.